Welcome to another episode of Me, My Wife, and Sports. I'm your host, Fitz, with my lovely co-host, Darcy.
Hello.
All right. A lot has been happening in sports. Where to begin?
Where to begin?
Let's just start with the NFL, since training camp and all that is sort of started.
Okay.
And so we might as well jump right into that. I was looking at ESPN, and I didn't realize 49ers have a lot of key injuries on their team, and the season hasn't even started. And now you have the coach who was in an accident.
Right.
And he's injured pretty bad.
Right. And we want to send our condolences to Coach
The enemy.
Eric Bieniemy's family in Kansas City. And we hope that they are handling that situation as best they can.
For a great outcome privately, all the way around.
God's blessings to them. Okay, and speedy recovery to Shanahan, Coach Shanahan, right?
Yes.
Out in San Francisco. And we don't know what made him take his eyes off the road. That's what he said, his words, because he said the police report initially said it was not his fault. The police report said no blame.
Oh.
And he came out and he said, it was my fault. I took my eyes off the road.
Good for him.
And he said the police report was wrong. And so
coming out with before it gets ahead of him.
Right, before it gets ahead of him. So, but hopefully he almost lost an eye.
Oh, wow. Did it say what he hit?
No details. And you know what? I didn't read into it. I've just seen captions because I hate that the media uses that the way they do.
Right.
Instead of just saying, Coach Shanahan had an accident, everybody keep him in your thoughts and prayers.
Well,
whatever that looks like for you and your family. We don't need to know the details. We don't need to know. Just too much gets out. So I didn't read into what happened or how it happened. I was just looking to make sure that he was okay or that everybody involved was okay.
Right.
So far, we've only heard about him. So I'm only assuming that it was him. But I didn't read any of the articles. I haven't read anything other than hot headlines on Coach Bieniemy's family in that situation, because just the headlines, that sounds crazy. And that's got to be terrible because that's a lot of trauma within a family now.
Definitely.
So I didn't read anything into that either. But thoughts and prayers to that. Didn't read anything into my own quarterback who got stopped on a OWI, which is new to me, operating while intoxicated.
They just keep changing it.
They keep changing it, but Tony Romo out in Milwaukee.
Right.
I didn't read anything about that, but the last I saw it said a video was released that said he did cooperate. Well, damn.
I had no choice, really.
You don't get a cookie for cooperating with the police when you intoxicated.
Right.
We didn't need to know that. He's supposed to cooperate. So, And this is all as our sports analysts and our training camps are just getting off to a start.
Yeah, so it's hitting the news real hard and heavy. Like I was saying with the 49ers going into the season, like George Kittle, he's hurt. And
Kittle is always hurt.
Their defensive end, Mikael Williams, he's hurt. Running back Xavier Guerrero is hurt. Defensive tackle Alfred Collins hurt. And one is from everything from the Achilles heel to a knee to pectoral. So it's a myriad. And I don't know if these guys are conditioning enough or
at all.
If it's just bad luck. Because granted, it's a contact sport. Injury's going to happen if you're going all out and giving it your all.
But then, then you see them doing crazy stuff like backflips at a wrestling event.
Right.
Cam Scatterboo. And the coach is like, Harbaugh said, well, if you're going to do it, at least nail it. He did a backflip and fell down. He couldn't even, he said, so the coach said, well, if you're going to do it, at least nail it.
Right.
But he's recovering from season-ending injury.
Yeah.
And then to do that, when you haven't been back on the field first,
priorities.
I don't know.
Priorities.
And then they do it in front of large crowds where everybody got a camera. You know it's going to be on social media, and you know somebody's going to have something to say about it.
You cannot get away with anything today, because if it's not a government camera, it's a personal camera.
Right.
Yeah. Also, a few things that I was looking at as it pertains to, of course, the National Football League and the teams and some of the draft picks. The Seattle Seahawks drafted a running back named Jadarian Price in the first round. And he's been doing pretty good. Everything I've read on him. So I'm kind of excited to see preseason. Usually I can care less about preseason. I'd be like, let's just get on with the game. But I'm excited to see him in preseason to see if it's true what they've been writing about him.
What's his position again?
He's the running back. For the Seattle Seahawks.
Okay.
Because the Seahawks have got rid of Kenneth Walker III.
Right.
So they need a running back.
Right, yeah.
So it's a perfect opportunity for him. So I'm kind of excited to take a look at that.
Yeah, well, that's 2 weeks away?
Yeah.
Preseason is now?
Yeah.
I think it starts like the second week of August.
Second week, I think you're right. And the receiver, Kayshon Boutte.
Yes.
For the Patriots.
Yes.
I've been seeing and reading good things about him as well.
He's a wide receiver, right? And Diggs is gone.
True.
So, and he did really well in the
combine?
No, he in the last game in the playoffs.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so he might be stepping into the wide receiver one.
I think he is.
Yeah.
They've been very high on him.
Look,
so
it's fantasy time. You ain't gonna throw no names out there that I don't know about.
And as we all know, LA Rams, they're just hoping for Donaldson to come back. I mean, they had a picture on ESPN with his jersey laid out on the table and people putting like little bunnies and everything, like it was a shrine. It was so funny it's like, hey, come back. They had like mini helmets.
So he still hasn't made up his mind yet.
Not that I'm aware of.
He hasn't made a decision.
Right.
But he was practicing, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was at the facility working out.
He was working out.
I don't know if he was actually practicing with the team, but they say he was working out.
He was working out.
Yeah. But that's a good sign. You're hanging out at the facility.
Like, okay, he retired.
He retired, yes, officially retired.
So the Rams would have to bring him out of retirement.
Correct.
And I guess maybe as a retired player, you would still have access to the facilities.
Yeah. And depending on your relationship with the team, even they might let you have access and they might not, depending on who you are.
How you left.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
If you were like only was there for a year and then got waived, I doubt if you could come back.
Yeah, well, I hear what you're saying because I can think of a few employees I had no relationship with. So, that's interesting. So I'm just wondering, like, how long are they going to play this game? Like, whose side is waiting on who?
Well, it has to be a deadline.
Is Aaron waiting on the Rams to make him an offer, or have the Rams made an offer and they're waiting on Aaron to respond?
Good question.
Like, I'm just wondering because
it's secretive these days.
So it's just all speculation.
Just like with LeBron's situation,
Oh, Mr. LeBron, we haven't talked about the fact that since the last Mr. LeBron is headed to the
but before we go,
we'll say that for the NBA section.
Yeah,
stay with us. Stay with us. All right.
And of course, the Panthers, they acquired an edge rusher, Jalen Phillips.
Okay.
He's supposed to be excellent.
I don't know that name.
I don't either.
Phillips.
And I think he might be a rookie. He might be.
Huh. Okay. Well, did you hear?
But they had lost their pass big pass rusher.
Who's that?
The Panthers, Nick Scorton.
Yes.
And I think he tore his ACL.
Yeah, that just happened.
Just happened, yep.
Just happened like in
a few days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
At the training camp. He's out.
Exactly.
Out for the season.
And I feel really bad for some of these players who stay in shape, work out during the off season, and excited about training camp.
And then
get there.
A freak accident.
Yeah. And your whole season blown. I mean, you didn't even get one snap on a real season game, or even in some cases preseason games.
You didn't get to put the real uniform on.
Right.
That's I mean,
well, at least you get to sit for the team picture.
Maybe.
Right.
Maybe. I mean, we just started training camp, you know?
The Cardinals, they inked a 1-year deal with 33-year-old Kobe Brissett.
Yep. He's going to be the starting quarterback.
Yep. And they say he can earn up to $21 million.
We'll see.
And
I'm sure he can, but will he?
Right. And I have a fun fact.
But you know what? Hold on. He's got Marvin Harrison Jr.
Right.
Who's their running back? He's got some talent on that team. Because even though, oh God, their running back, the one that they had, I believe he retired, and I had him on my team.
All right, wait.
Connor.
Oh yeah, Connor.
Did he retire?
I don't know. I'm not.
Maybe he didn't. I don't know. I don't know if he's still there or not.
Hurt.
But he was hurt last.
Yeah.
But even if he's still there, I think they picked up.
Hurt on their team.
But they got a lot of talent this year.
They do.
The Cardinals do. The Cardinals do. So it's going to be. They probably only gave him 1 year.
Who is that?
Jacoby.
Oh, yeah. He only got 1 year.
Yeah. Because we want to see what you can do because it's not like you don't have the targets out there.
And he's been around a lot of teams. And he, as backup in some cases, and he's done well. But at the end of near the end of the episode, I'm going to have a fun fact for us as it pertains to Brissett.
Okay.
Yeah. So the Cardinals, I'm going to be kind of interested to see.
You know who else? You know who else Jacoby has? He has Jeremiah Love.
Oh, really?
That's the running back because James Conner is still with the Cardinals.
Oh, okay.
But he was injured.
Right.
And he isn't back at training yet.
He's still milking the injury? Or
I don't know.
What kind of injury did he have?
I don't know. But look, they have Jeremiah Love from Notre Dame. That boy was bad.
Well, that's just like when Genty came. We felt, remember how it kept saying when Genty was in college?
Oh, my God.
And he came in and made a big impact. And
a huge impact.
The Raiders didn't even have a full.
They didn't have a real quarterback.
Or
they had Geno.
Or a solid line.
I love Geno.
And he still did
Call
damage.
me Geno.
Just give him a solid line and a quarterback. I think.
This year, Genty under Fernando.
Yes.
If they get any kind of chemistry going.
And you got Kirk Cousins, too.
I know. And Curtis, they done named Curtis the starting quarterback.
Yeah. And Curtis stable. He's not going to get you to the promised land, but he ain't going to lose you anything either. He's
going to lose you some yards running for his life because I don't know how good the Vegas line is.
Right.
Because Max is talking to the Cowboys.
Max Crosby?
Jerry had been working something.
But that's defense, though. But as far as the offensive line.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I don't know. In the past or last year, they had a messed up offensive line.
Right. And I don't know what changes or anything, but they've made to the O-line. But they needed to make a lot of changes to the O-line.
Right.
Because that was part of Geno's problem. He is not a runner. He is a pocket quarterback.
He's definitely a pocket quarterback.
He is an old school.
Yes, he is.
Brown shoe trained pocket quarterback. And if you can't protect him, he is not going to get you there.
Right.
That was part of the problem. He trying to run last year.
Right.
It's going to be interesting. But
it is.
In Arizona, Jacoby has now a couple of top draft picks in Marvin Harrison Jr.
Right.
As a wide receiver. He's got Jeremiah Love now at the running back. he's got a lot of talent.
Oh, definitely.
And it's going to be put up or shut up, Jacoby, because the opportunities are going to be few and far after this one.
Definitely. I totally agree with
Do
you.
well, and you'll write your own ticket.
Exactly.
But if you don't, they're going to be saying they're going to move on. But that's football. That's about all I got.
Well, I got a couple other points I want to hit on real quick.
Okay. Oh, I can always talk football.
Diego Pavia, and I might have
your friend.
Yeah, I might have mentioned it before, but I was reading an article on him. They said, the Ravens let him go just before training camp started, and again, this was a Heisman Trophy runner-up, and basically, in a nutshell, without going into all the details, the story said he had a real uphill battle to make an NFL team, and they said history suggests that he won't.
Wow,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, they just came out blatantly and said it. So I was like, wow, if he read that, does that deflate you or motivate you? And the fact
it all depends on how bad the NFL was something you wanted.
Yeah.
Because it could do both.
Yeah, because the fact that he didn't get drafted and one team gave him a little tryout and then
canceled. The supplemental got canceled. Was that for him? No, that wasn't him. Okay.
Gave him the tryout, which was the Ravens.
Right.
And they cut him just before training camp started. They didn't even let him go through training camp. So, and you were a runner-up for the Heisman out of hundreds of players in college. You've done a lot, first of all, to get that far.
You know what? If you don't see that says your reputation precedes you.
Right.
See, this generation has lost all of those old wise sayings. Grandma and great-grandma and big mama and abuelo and whatever you called your grandparents,
Gima.
Yeah, that's me. Whatever you called them, used to sit around saying that you heard and repeated incorrectly and didn't realize what they were saying until you got older.
Right.
That's what that means, young man. They know about you before your paper hit the mailbox.
Exactly.
Before you put your finger on the doorbell. And what they know is not good. I don't even know that. And I guess you said it says it was an uphill battle that most
likely he won't.
NFL
or history dictates that it won't happen.
Yeah, history. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's because when you realize that the NFL ain't but 31 men, 31 men.
He already had an uphill battle because he was small in stature than most quarterbacks. Now, if he was probably this 6'2", 4 quarterback and broke all those records like he did in college, mobile and had the arm, yeah, they might take a chance on you. But you're already under
average.
Yeah. He actually not even average.
Right.
So, yeah.
And so you would have had to be a superstar.
Right.
And you would have had to be perfect in every way.
Yeah.
That attitude, that first response after the Heisman when he made that comment about Fernando.
Yep.
I don't care how many times you apologize. You cannot take it back.
Exactly.
And that was, for some people, their first impression of you.
Right.
Public speaking.
Because I never heard of him until he became part of the Heisman.
Think about one of my favorite interview questions back in the day was, how do you handle a crisis?
Right.
Tell me about a time when you failed and how did you handle that? If that was an interview question for those 31 men that own the NFL,
yeah,
you failed it.
Exactly.
Because they just saw how you handle failing at something.
And that was his true colors. Yeah, you can.
If we lose a Super Bowl and you the quarterback, you gonna go cuss out the other quarterback? We can't have that.
Right. Or the coach or the owner.
Yeah. But see, this generation, nobody's explaining it to them that way.
Mm-hmm.
When you have that kind of God-given talent,
right.
First of all, acknowledge where you got that talent from.
From the man above.
So you have a certain responsibility. And with that comes accountability.
Very much so.
It's a sad thing to say. It's like President Obama told Caitlin Clark, you're handling all the noise very well. He said, and I'm paraphrasing.
Right.
You can look it up. It's out there on the internet. But basically, he said, I didn't have to carry the same stress that you're carrying at 20.
Right.
I carried the stress at 40. You're almost carrying the same stress I carried at 20.
Right.
He said, I can't imagine what that would be like. He said, but block out the noise. And you're handling it very well. What an opportunity for the WNBA players to have to get that one-on-one with someone who had the same kind of stress.
Right.
Who had
if not
probably
more.
greater stress.
Yes. Because she's just worried about the team.
Pardon me, President Obama.
Because she's just worried about,
because I know you're listening.
Caitlin just worried about the team, where he was worried about the world.
The world.
The world.
And all of us.
Yes.
You know, and all of us, not just some of us. He was all of our president. Okay, I won't get on my high horse.
This is not a political show. This is just our opinion.
Just our opinion. Just our opinion. Anywho, my point is these kids are missing it. And Pavia, it's unfortunate. Nobody explained to him. That was an interview question. And that's what they say to these kids nowadays. When you get in front of the camera or you're on social media, just think of yourself as doing an interview for whoever it is that you want to work for. Be it the NFL, NBA, WNBA, soccer. You know, if you have those kind of aspirations, or Apple, even if it's just Apple, Ford, whatever, a local company, whatever you put out there, they're going to Google your name when you put that application in.
Right.
Believe you me, we did it. The U.S. government does it, still doing it. Know that if you're applying for the government, they're Googling your name.
Exactly. Looking at your social media page and everything.
They're looking at your social media page. A lot of people wonder why USA Jobs don't call back because they looked at your social media.
They have to figure it out. You know, it's one of those things that's going to be generational, and either it's going to keep repeating itself or it's going to get better or worse.
Yep. So, but Pavia, wow. Anyway, what else you got in NFL?
I'm good with the NFL right now, but I wanted to move real quick to college football.
Okay.
Because I don't know if you heard or seen articles, but a lot of schools now are putting corporate logos on their uniform. And
advertising.
Yeah. Ohio State and Notre Dame started it really, and they're doing revenue sharing basically is what it is.
Right.
And those two schools are leading the charge because Ohio State announced a landmark partnership with J.P. Morgan Chase. So you know they're going to pay the Buckeyes some good money.
But you know what? I mean, like, okay, I get that. I get it. So, but like...
You know why they're doing this now, too? Because these schools have to do it with the NIL.
They gotta have another revenue stream.
Yeah, because it would either be players are taking the money now.
Or tuition would just be crazy.
Yes.
Nobody would be able to afford an education for their child.
But J.P. Morgan Chase is paying the Buckeyes $15 million per year for jersey patches.
Okay, but this is my question. Mm-hmm. What school is that?
That's Ohio State. And Notre Dame has it with SoFi.
Is it like subliminal messaging? So now you're watching the Ohio players and they got this J.P. Morgan Chase.
Just like commercials.
Running up and down. Is that going to make you want to go to JP? You know what I'm saying? Like either that's something you're going to do or it's not. Like I don't know that kind of advertisement would influence me or not personally. I always say that, but.
You think about watching commercials, you know, like in my mind, I always even say to you sometimes, why is McDonald's advertising? Everybody's going to go to McDonald's.
Exactly.
You know, why are they wasting their money?
It's the same thing, yeah.
But they got to stay relevant.
Maybe that's what it is.
They want you to see them.
It's relevancy.
Exactly.
It's relevancy.
Because you'd be like, oh, I forgot about that.
Exactly. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Okay. So, you know, when you talk about the school, are you done?
I was just going to say Notre Dame going to have the SoFi patch. And their SoFi is paying them between 18 and 20 million per year. Notre Dame, Notre Dame got, and you know what?
They
cracked the code because They got their own private media contract, this, and who knows what else.
And what was the other school? Notre Dame got one. And what
Ohio State.
Ohio State. Okay, because then that ties into this. The next biggest battle that we expect to see in the NCAA is for media rights amongst the schools.
Oh, yeah.
And it's really already started because Michigan and Duke has already had this battle already this year. And the game got canceled or something.
What? What
broadcasting
percentage?
Rights.
Yeah, who's going to get it?
You know what? I didn't read the article. I'm telling y'all honestly. Didn't read the article because I thought, well, what is that? What are they talking about? I don't understand it. And so I just didn't even look into it. But then I started reading a whole different article about media rights. And then that brought me back to that. So now I need to go back and read that article because that one was more detailed. Media rights gave me the basic knowledge that I needed to understand what it is. But if these schools don't work this out with the media and amongst themselves, what's going to happen is it's all going to go to Amazon. Oh, yeah. And it's going to go to Netflix. And we're going to have to, the fan is going to be the one that's going to have all these different subscriptions to watch college games.
Because those networks got to make their money up as well.
So this is going to be the next financial crisis. Again, it all ties back into because of NIL.
Right.
And they're going to say, well, this is how we protect tuition costs.
Well, and I can't remember the school. I think it was out west, but it's several schools where the players are getting together to form something similar to a union because they want to address the revenue sharing piece. So that's just going to be a headache for a lot of these colleges now. Not only are you got to give this kid a scholarship, but you got to negotiate revenue.
See, where do you draw the line at?
Because if I'm bringing you to the school and I got to pay you, well, hell, you're going to pay for your education.
Or then you're just an employee and they let them have a 4-year contract to play football.
Right.
And you make whatever money you make and you don't get it to go to school. You just come to play football.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're an employee.
Right, right.
And that's it.
I guess.
And if you wanted to be a student, now you're just an employee. Yeah. If you want to be a student athlete, that's something different. I guess that's how they got it. That's what they're going to have to do.
But I guess it'll be cheaper for them to be a student athlete because you think about it, if you make them an employee of the university, then you got to give them benefit.
You got to give them benefits.
Yeah.
For 4 years. You're going to are you going to have to find a length of time that they can be on that team.
Right.
And let people.
It's just going crazy. It's going to be a lot to unravel.
But you can't, because now it's no longer about getting an education.
No.
And if I had a child that wanted to go to Alabama,
right,
I shouldn't have to pay $70,000 a year just because they got a good football team.
Right.
And I got to pay for NIL because my child want to be a doctor.
Right, right.
And she don't play football.
Well, hopefully why do that separate?
You know what I'm saying? But that's what they're going to say if they can't get this media rights things worked out. And where do they pass the cost off?
Yeah, because
the school is not going to lose money.
No.
So somebody is going to pay that NIL bill.
Just like when they throw tariffs out there, us, the consumer, when we buy that coffee or whatever, we're paying.
Exactly. Exactly. Somebody's going to pay.
Somebody's going to pay. People coming in to see the sporting events.
Right.
They're going to.
Right. So all the kids that are there to be doctors and lawyers.
Right.
And they're the ones paying for the NIL.
Yeah.
But is that fair? I don't know,
Question for the ages.
My thing is make the people that just want to play football because they can get.
Like you say, have two categories.
One is an athlete, one is a employee.
Yep.
And as an employee, you can play football here for 2 to 4 years.
Right.
To be determined by the coach.
Because they can't say now.
If the coach say you off the team, you fired.
Right.
Or if the coach say you fired, you fired.
Right. Because they can't say now that you're a professional and you lose your amateur status because everybody's getting money now. from high school all the way through college.
Right.
That amateur status is out there.
Right. That's
I don't see how they even hold that over their heads, because
they all got agents.
Because when draft night comes, it's like, oh, he pulled his name back out of the draft. He's going to stay in college. Why pull it? Just if you didn't get drafted, go back to college and keep playing.
Exactly. And why couldn't you do that?
Yeah.
If you didn't get drafted, you can't do that?
Nope, can't do that. Because
you consider professional because you submitted to the draft.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I submit that they're all professionals because they're all getting paid one way or another.
Yeah, but see, that's to protect the schools.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That's the only hammer that the NCAA got. I'm with you, NCAA. No, we're not giving that up.
Right.
That's the only thing we got.
Because they're trying hard to break the fabric of the NCAA.
If I'm the NCAA commissioner, I'm going to say we're going to have two categories. Either you're a student or you're an employee.
Right.
And it's going to be two different rates.
Right.
And it's going to be two different ways we handle you.
That's it. Maybe you should submit that to one of the conferences. Or all.
Or all of them, right?
Yeah.
Because that's the only way.
Or at least send it to the NCAA.
That's the only way.
Yeah.
That's the only way to resolve this.
Yeah. I agree.
It's just going to continue to be a mess that nobody has a handle on.
Right. And unfortunately, it will not be solved during our era, during this 30 minutes that we have. Well,
that we had.
We had. You're right about that, because that is pretty much the end of our episode. All right. Well, again, we couldn't talk about it all in this short period, but more to come in future episodes. With that said, I would like to end not special, but fun fact, so to speak. When we were talking about Jacoby Brissett.
Arizona Cardinals quarterback.
Right. And he's tied for the least career interception percentage NFL history.
Okay.
Do you know who he's tied with?
No.
Who would you guess if you had to guess?
What is he tied for?
The least career interception percentage.
Least. So the lowest number of interceptions.
Correct. Percentage-wise.
Percentage-wise.
In the history of the NFL. And I give you a little hint. The person he's tied with is still active.
Least interceptions.
I do know, because I got it written down.
No.
I asked you the question.
No, I said Gino.
Oh, I thought you said, do I know?
He thought I said.
I said, do you know?
No, I said Gino.
No, Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. And I thought about it.
He has a low number of interceptions.
And I thought about it, and he does. He doesn't throw a lot of interception. He really doesn't. I thought back to Green Bay, even the Jets for the short period. But yeah, I was surprised when I saw the name. But then I thought about it. I was like, yeah, they're right. Yeah. Well,
okay.
Any final thoughts on your end? That's all I have.
I'll save something for later. So no, everyone take it easy, be safe, and remember your mate is a reflection of you.